Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, ass fam.
Welcome back.
This is Brittany.
This is Dialissa, and this is the Sisters from Another Mister Podcast. Whoop, whoop.
How was your week, D?
Long as hell. It was even longer tonight, but it's okay. We're gonna keep it pushing. How was your week?
It was just a lot of work,
Man,
but I guess it's normal. So
grind don't stop.
it was a regular week, I guess.
We gotta hustle hard.
Hustle hard.
Oh God, I'm tired of hustling though. I feel like I want to sit my ass down somewhere.
Man, one day.
One day, one good
But
day.
maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Listen, I would be okay with, sitting up on a beach somewhere on my chair, on my, sunbathing chair, and, with my iPad, computer, whatever, and do my work from there. Shit.
Oh, the dream.
The dream.
Uh-huh.
That's what we all want.
Yo.
Gary Vee said that's not how it works.
Gary Vee was talking, somebody said that they want to do that. He was like, yeah, to do, live like the 1%, you got to do what the 1% is willing to do.
Well, goddamn it, that means I got a lot more work to do.
In the meantime, just got to do like Rick Ross. Hustle hard. Hustle.
Oh, God, yes. But I'm so glad the week is over. Wrangling children. Just dealing with this crazy-ass traffic. This hell-hot heat. That was my week.
Yeah, this heat is actually out of control.
It is ridiculous. It's October.
No, this is like July, mid-July.
This is Hottober.
What do they call it? October scorcher on the news.
Oh, my God. It is freaking scorching. It's ridiculous. The fact that some people's pools are even closed and the freaking heat is just relentless.
Yeah, man. Splish splashing in the pool.
You'll be splish splashing in the damn tub. I'm tired of this damn heat. I'm ready for some fall. Okay? Shoot.
This weather is pretty wild, actually. I don't know. I was lucky I didn't have to deal with it. I stayed in the house this week. It was on my computer. It was too damn hot.
It was. Couldn't even go anywhere.
I don't know what it's like for y'all, but in Atlanta, it has been like 95.
Hot Atlanta for real.
For real.
This is just ridiculous.
Disgusting. It's disgusting.
Humid. Those natural girls. That can be a good or a bad thing. It's ridiculous, man. Hopefully it'll cool down. It's supposed to be in the 60s soon.
Oh, God. I can't wait.
Oh, Lord. But yeah. Just beating that pavement, girl. Just out here trying to do something strange for a little change. That's what I've been up to.
Oh, gosh. Well, then, it's a good week to have World Mental Health Day coming up.
Oh, Lord, yes, because I'm going to need a mental health day from work one of these days.
Shit. Oh, my goodness. October 10th, y'all. World Mental Health Day. Take care of yourself. Check in with everyone else or your friends and loved ones.
I'm going to call my job that day. I'm going to call out and say that I'm not even going to call out. I'm going to just not come to work. I'm going to say, yeah, it's mental health. It's World Mental Health Day. Duh. Coming to that job. That would just friggin' fuck with my psyche. I got to be at home.
Oh, my God.
At least on the day that's,
I don't blame
to be celebrated.
I don't blame you. Your job be kind of wild.
Boy, girl, I'm not going to talk about that job today.
Yeah, no.
They think I'm a freaking one-man band, but it's okay. One day, I don't care what Gary Vee says, I'm going to be on the beach. 1%. With my backside cock up and my iPad out.
He said you couldn't go to the beach crazy.
But in all honesty, I'm going to need a mental health day from this damn job. Because they going to drive me up a freaking wall, for real. They can't ask me, you know me, I'm very high anxiety. So, they can't just ask me any old question. They'll come up to me, Ms. D, I got to talk to you. What you need to talk to me about?
Eyes get wide, boy.
Okay.
She called me and say, girl, they said they got to talk to me on my lunch break. Well, then wait till your lunch break.
No, nigga, I don't like that. When people got to tell, why am I have to talk to you? We're going to talk. Nigga, no. What we got to talk about? Let's talk now, damn it. My education coordinator came up to me today, and she knows how I am, and actually she's very high strung as well. This wench almost came in the bathroom because I was on my way to the bathroom, and she almost came in the bathroom with me trying to apologize. Homie, okay, I got it. You can go now. I'm trying to use the bathroom. What's wrong with you? 2 big bathrooms trying to get ourselves together.
Oh my God, that's too much awkwardness.
God. But yes, you know my anxiety is too through the roof. You can't even. We could be in the same house and you just pop up out of nowhere.
Oh my!
I'm about to jump through this roof. I
didn't think you. Like, girl, we live together.
Who cares, here. Nigga? I listen.
Oh my gosh! Remember when somebody would call a roomie meeting?
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Dialissa would be freaking out for 8 hours out of the day, waiting to get home.
Cussing mad.
Yes, I remember bumping to you on the way back to the house. Girl, what's this about? Like, Dialissa, we almost at the house. Let's find out together.
No, hell, my heart is in my fucking toe. What are we talking about? Somebody moving? What's going on?
Yo. Yeah, your anxiety is not good, but I feel like there be times when your anxiety is higher than other times. Like, what do you feel is one of the things that keeps it low, keeps it kind of under control for you?
I need my routines. I love to clean. I like organization. I like music.
That's a good one.
Music is a real good one. And you know what? Some people might even think like, oh, you need that little peaceful water running. No, I need that thugger trap shit.
Yes. I used to be walking around the office playing Slap by Ludacris. Slap somebody today. Slap. He be talking about he gonna slap his girl, he gonna slap his mom, he gonna slap his boss, he gonna slap his coworker, he gonna slap his neighbor, slap everybody. And I used to be walking around the office and it would make me feel better about the day. Cause I be feeling like I need some music that's a little bit more rough.
Girl, no, for real. Ludacris is a good one for that one too, cause he said, "Move, bitch, get out the way."
What? Girl, and then when I be like, okay, I gotta really get on my grind today, I used to be playing that, oh man, and let me think about it.
Listen, anything hustling, anything, something, shit. Nowadays, Nipsey Hussle.
If it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. Who makes that song?
Oh, that's T.I.
Yes! I used to be playing that song. Yeah, I used to be playing that song too because that was another one that kind of get me going.
Yeah.
That's like nobody is really here yet. I'm not feeling too bad, but I know it's gonna be. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Y'all gonna try it. So let me get myself ready.
Listen, we gotta play whatever.
Girl,
play whatever. Before, listen, I don't even like 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine like that. Like, not because he's snitching. I'm not trying to be like that, but I'm just whatever he do, shit. That's neither here nor there. But I'm talking about before. I wasn't really a Tekashi 6ix9ine listener, but I know he has one song. We bad at this, but like a song with A Boogie, and that shit used to be wild. He was just there screaming. That's his music though. He's screaming and jumping around acting a fool. But I'm not gonna lie, that used to make me feel good. Some Migos, something trap,
yeah.
Loud, rowdy.
Yeah. You know what else too? I used to be addicted to
Triple X.
Girl, especially when we had to walk back when we was commuting in DC. I used to be playing that Ace Hood hustle hard. That what? Because I had to feel like, okay, come on now, wake up. Get it done, Brittany. Get it done.
Yo, I love that song though.
Yeah, man.
That song in the wintertime with your damn boot straps. Trying to get your ass on that fucking red line. Oh God! If we have any DC listeners, Jesus Christ,
y'all know what we
y'all know about that
red,
fucking red line.
The DCMetroSucks.com.
Okay, if you trying to get to work, nigga, go back home because you ain't gonna get.
You're
there.
Not gonna get there.
You're not
gonna get there.
Just go back home. Don't even bother.
Yo, as soon as you wake up, just go ahead and tell your boss you're gonna be late.
Okay.
Tell him just already something happened on the red line. You don't even know what it was, but something happened on the red
You'll be there by lunchtime.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Maybe.
Girl. Music is definitely a big one.
No, for real. I had to invest. Like, yo, anybody out there, if you don't got no AirPods, baby, get you some AirPods. Mm-hmm. Those things are clutch. And for us natural girls who like to wear our hair down, you slap them things in at work and just let it be what it be.
Yeah, them
foolish ass people just think you don't know how. You can't hear nothing. That's all. Shit. Put them suckers in and let them motherfuckers know. If your boss catch you, listen, this is for me and you.
Okay, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, you see all this productivity? Shit.
You see how nobody has deaded yet?
Okay, the roof is still on.
Screamed at anybody?
You know what? Speaking of that, that's another thing that helps my anxiety. Cussing a motherfucker out.
Oh my God.
We let people get in our fucking space and our energy. Okay? And that ain't it. So you gonna get this good cussing. When I get a good cussing out.
But see, I feel like you be holding it in so long.
It feels so good when I do it though. I don't give a shit.
You be holding it in. That's why you be needing that.
Oh man, that be feeling so good. You know when you just gotta let somebody know about themselves.
I feel like a big thing with like to maintain your own mental health. For me, it's like I gotta set boundaries. Because that's a big one. People will do whatever.
You let them.
People only treat you the way you let them treat you. And that's like people will, do this for me, do that for me. Oh, can you do this? And then somebody, can you do that? No, you gotta set boundaries with people and let that be. Even if you don't say it out loud. Yeah. For me anyway, I don't tell everybody what's my boundaries. That's not even important. But
right,
but for me, it's
they
important.
Will know.
Yeah, for me, it's important and to know like, I can't. Sorry, I'm one person. I'm actually a human, not a robot. So that's a big one, and that helps me to not have to cuss people because I can get upset. But I find, I'm old now, so.
So what does that mean?
I've learned that I can set boundaries, and then I don't have to cuss people out.
Oh shit! I'm still cussing people.
But see, I feel like that, like Gary Vee was saying one time, that people was like, "Oh, why do you curse so much?" That helps him. He feels better cursing. So I feel like
it's an escape.
Yeah, he said it's a release.
Yeah.
Of emotion, and that's the way that my emotions are being released. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's whatever works for you.
Yeah. It's better on you than it is in me. Hell.
Yeah. Because it's your mental health.
It is.
So you got to worry about your own mental health, and everybody got to worry about their own mental health.
And that's it. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, man.
Take care of thyself, okay? Mm-hmm. The Lord helps those who help themselves, okay?
Amen.
Amen. Preach it.
Preach it. Take it to church.
But,
but that's a big one. Mm-hmm. I feel like boundaries is a big one. Music. That's like a temporary one, too. Music is like a more in the moment, in my opinion.
It really cools me down. Mm-hmm. Cleaning is another one that cools me down. I feel like, I just personally feel like even if the house isn't filthy, it's just something that helps me to cool down. Just release that, get just that physical exertion. That's why we were talking about like even going to the gym is something that like you physically exert yourself so that and it's like a scientific that you release endorphins and whatever so
your hormones
and different
all
things,
those type of things.
So of course you're gonna feel better. Cleaning also helps me to declutter, and so even if it's not a particular thing that's going on, I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Sometimes it's because there is too much clutter. So cleaning help, declutter my space, even declutter my mind. Like me and Brittany have spoken about like at the end of the night when you're trying to wind down and you can't seem to fall asleep. Like I'm pretty sure there's a ton of people out there because we're definitely two of a kind that happens to. And she suggested that I have a place where either I write it, my list on a Post-it of things that I need to, just get out of my head, write down a list on a piece of Post-it or in my phone.
Mm-hmm. In your notes app.
In your notes app.
Reminders app, whatever. I don't know what's on Android, but those are iPhone apps that are useful.
Oh, shade. You hear that? That was a little shade.
No, because everybody's... Post-its work for everybody, okay? But no, because I feel like at the end of the night is when at least for me, it's when my mind starts racing. As soon as I say, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep, it's all of a sudden a whole bunch of things to do.
Like it just regurgitates.
Yeah, and it's like different times that I've just like gotten up out the bed and had to go back right to the computer. Like, wait a minute, what's happening right now?
Yeah,
it's too much.
It's too much. I even told Brittany that sometimes, like, I'm still working on, implementing that list because I will get myself so worked up that I can't seem to I gotta calm down first. So to remember to even just calm down, stop, and then, proceed with whatever steps. That's the first step, is to calm the hell down.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, Dialissa. Goddamn.
You know who had it right? Issa Rae in Insecure. She would be talking to herself in the mirror and giving herself a little pep talk.
Oh, yeah.
That was it would be entertaining. But that was real. Like, because I definitely had been like, all right, Brittany, what are we doing? Go to sleep.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
Like you're talking to an inner child.
Yeah.
Your inner child. You're just talking to.
Oh, for real. Then I have to just reach over, grab my phone, write a bunch of things, and my list of things to do. And you know what else I'd be doing? Because I'd be so scared to forget it that I'll leave that app open.
Oh,
so
wow.
that when I wake up in the morning, I see it first. Because I'd be like, what if I forget to even look at the list of things to do? Then I have to leave it. But because I feel like it could happen.
It does happen.
But that is my other little random trick that I be keeping for myself. I used to do Post-its heavy, but I'm heavy on my phone now.
Oh, you just gotta be able to let go of that.
Yes.
Put that on somebody or something else. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Listen, because people do it. Okay? If they don't want to do it, they'll put it on you. Okay? So put it on something else.
Yeah. That's why you gotta take it. And, I mean, you can only control yourself and be taking care of yourself. So you gotta do what works for you. I know that works big for me, and I'm kind of like you too. I can't do the clutter. Yeah. There's too much stuff around, too much agita. My mother always say, too much agita in here. I can't think. Too much agita. And I remember being like, what is she talking about? As I would go back to my room and clean up. Like, I didn't even realize that I knew exactly what she was talking about. Duh, you can't think in a mess.
Exactly.
And I read an article about that too, and it was saying like that's a real thing. Is people will be more productive in a neater environment.
It's so satisfying to know, like, you get everything up. Even as simple, your room could be, organized. It doesn't necessarily have to be disorganized, but then, when you just gotta build up a dust or something, the fact that you have something on your to-do list, that it's like, that is not helping me focus on what's really important,
I was watching this YouTuber and she was talking about how to avoid having those type of things, like her list of things to do build up. She implements the 1 minute rule. If it would take only 1 minute, she does it right then. So if she's like, oh, I gotta just fold this or put these clothes away. The laundry's already folded. I just gotta put them away. She's like, if I could do it in 1 minute, it's not gonna take me that long. Why just keep letting it pile up? Because then what happens is you'll get like 20 1-minute things and you've really set aside like 20 minutes worth of work for yourself to do. And I was like, man, she's really on to something. So I'll be trying to do that. Like even simple stuff. Like, let me grab my shoes now and put them in the closet.
Right. Oh, I need to tell Kim about that.
Quick, fast, done. Now it's done. Or something. Or if I be like, oh, I didn't take something out for dinner. Then I turn around and it's dinner time. I'm like, wow, I never took nothing out for dinner. But see, it only would have taken 1 minute to grab that chicken out the freezer, and I just need to get better at that.
Now you gotta go spend money.
Look at that. Foolishness. Or I gotta eat something that's not even satisfying.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of that, treats is your other thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the little treat queen.
Yeah, man. Dialissa likes
I love my
treat.
sugar.
That keeps her going. Girl, it's Friday. We need to go get us a treat. But I think that is good. I think treats are good. It don't always have to be food, obviously. Whatever is a treat for you.
Listen, treats are imperative.
Yeah. I mean, I think that everybody got their own version of a treat.
Listen, sometimes a treat for me is a Netflix and chill.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a nap is a treat for me.
Oh, a nap.
Oh my God, if I can get a nap, I'd be so excited. I'd be like, oh my God, I took a nap today. What a treat. What a treat. It don't happen often, and I actually don't remember the last time it happened. But if I can do it,
girl,
I do it.
Oh, a nap, man. A good nap. Or like even... For me, I love makeup or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, like, to just be able to sit down and engage in my hobby, you know?
Yeah, that's a
reading
good one.
A good book, something filthy. Let me stop. May not be like that, but a good book.
Yeah, that's true. Judge Judy is my treat, too.
Oh, yes.
Judge Judy, 4 to 5 o'clock. That's my treat. I watch her go in on people. She bangs on the table. She cusses them without even cussing. It's beautiful. Oh yeah. That's my little treat. That's right the best
kind of cussing.
And I can't always watch it for the full hour. But even if I just get a little bit of it in, I feel good. It's like something like, because then I'll be mad when I miss it. Like, dang it, I worked past 4 o'clock. What am I doing? I'm done now. I've been like, you know what? That's it. I'm taking a break. I'd be mad at myself because I miss Judge Judy. I love Judge Judy. Shout out to Tio. He put me on to Judge Judy. Me and my mother, that's our thing.
Yes, to remember him, huh?
Yeah, man. Judge Judy was the best. I feel like you got to make whatever it is for you. You got to find your treat.
No, absolutely. Find that peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, hell, I remember when we were in D.C., oh my God, I have the best sisters ever. Shout out to my Krista and my Brit. But man, a couple times I was surprised with a masseuse. We went to the masseuse.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, man, it's nothing better than getting a good massage.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Or pedicure.
Why did we say that at the same time?
Because you just won't leave me alone.
Get out of my head.
Whatever.
What was that for my 30th birthday when I went and got that massage at that place here in Atlanta? It was amazing.
Oh my God.
That was
shout out
best.
to what place?
They're gone now. It used to be.
Oh my God. The whole spa is gone?
No, relax. It used to be Mandarin Oriental Spa. Now it's owned by Waldorf.
You think it's any good still?
Yes, same thing. I looked at it online. It's the exact same spa. I think they actually added a little bit.
They couldn't get rid of that because you know how many women I know talk about that spa?
That place is the best place ever.
Everyone's.
James like, yo, if we're gonna go any place, that's the place. And he didn't even want to get a massage.
I know, man. I was supposed to go.
You were
goddamn always working and shit.
Listen, we went. That shit.
Self-care, people. You see what's this? This is not what self-care looks like. Yet again, I'm talking to myself on this podcast. Biggest hypocrite ever. Okay? Always talking about what you need to do. I need to do it too. Hell, this is my journal, y'all.
Yeah, this is not a hypocrite. She learns out loud.
Y'all, get your sister that lies to you. Because I'm a big old fat hypocrite. Okay? Because I'm not doing any of this stuff that I should be. You were
so mad when you didn't go to the episode.
So mad. And then the bitch had the nerve to come home with good ass macaroons, and she knows those are my shit.
And I gave them to you.
She gave them to me.
I didn't even.
But that is like, imagine you leave with all that goodness. Can you only imagine what goodness you got going on in there? Yeah. We going back there?
We have to.
You got to tell me when.
That was a beautiful.
That's rich people blood, but I got to get that blood money.
That was like talk about a treat.
That's a treat.
That was a nice treat. Even James was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I would have never thought to do this, but I'm glad that we did it because it was really nice. He was like, this
made some connections
really nice. Yeah, that's true. You never know. Like,
treat yourself. You might be really treating yourself.
Mm-hmm. That was a really good treat. Massage is another. Oh my God.
Yes. Sometimes even as simple as like just hanging out by the pool, just doing something different, doing something that is different. Like, I was even telling Brittany recently that I'm thinking about taking up a new endeavor. Yes, based on like my interests in makeup and beauty and skincare and all of that. And granted, it is a bit far-fetched from what I do currently, but I was just like, sometimes it's just nice to do something different, Mm-hmm. So I think even that is like a treat, but it's something that I feel will, could turn into more than just a damn tree, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do some different stuff, spice it up.
Yeah. And makeup is very therapeutic for you.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, that's a good one for you.
It's like art. Honestly, they have so many things now. Speaking of art, like sipping paints and different things, kind of like sit down, unwind, do something new. You know, do something different.
You know what I used to do too? Also, like as a mental health kind of a thing, that my cousin Nicole. Hey Nicole.
Oh
whatever.
my God.
I'm gonna shout her out.
We love Nicole. We always talk about Nicole.
Hey Nikki.
Hey cousin.
She was doing the coloring books, like the adult coloring books.
Oh my God.
And she put me onto that, and I was really was like, it was so weird. Because at first I was like, is this gonna work? But
I feel like everybody probably feels like that.
She was like, this
childish.
is the best thing. You gotta try it. And I was like, okay. And this is when we were in Connecticut. And I tried it, and I was like really into it. I haven't done it in a while, I will say, but I do have one. I do still have one of the coloring books, and I still have coloring pencils.
It's so funny because we talk about how everything is so techie now. They even have them as apps, you know?
Yeah. It's just something about
doing the pen
paper and that I kind of like.
You know what it is about like taking it back when we were kids? I think like it's so therapeutic, like just the strokes.
Yeah.
Because you can outline it, and then like there's a certain way you shade. Like you don't even realize what that does.
Even
you know?
sometimes it's like using two different colors, like combining them.
Oh yeah.
Like you know what I mean? It's like a weird. It's so
it
seems so simple and stupid, but it's very satisfying.
It's better than let me not say it's better, but hell, it's not as weird as other things. Like people are satisfied by ASMR, you know, videos or like
right, nothing crazy. So that's true. It's not that.
But to think like people are out there coping with and you know getting that satisfaction out of like even slime, just the sound of slime or you know things like that. Listen, whatever rocks your boat. Okay,
some people like those ocean sounds.
Yeah, because I used to sleep to that. Remember? Or white noise.
You still do that?
When I can't get it together,
Really? And it works?
Out. And I particularly like the ones that have like a voice that is instructing me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is all on an app?
Honestly, for the free, you can go on YouTube and listen to those too. But yeah, because these apps are getting a little bit ridiculous. They're trying to charge you monthly memberships now. Oh. You know when you could just download an app? Now they done got real trying to take advantage of my damn mental health. You see? I see you. Gosh, hell, I'm about to start doing that too.
No, that's a good one too. That's another good one. That white noise. My aunt recently sent me a diffuser, like the air purifier thing that puts out the scent and stuff. And I like that. Smells is another good one too. Oh my God! I like a nice smelling like candle, or what I've been using lately is her diffuser. It smells so good. And my mom had gave me this lemon oil. It smells amazing. It smells like sparkle clean. It's so weird. It smells so good. And I was like, lemon? Whatever. I'll try anything, you know, whatever. But I really like it now. I gotta call my mother, tell her to send me some more.
Oh wow.
But I love that thing.
Is such, like when you engage your senses, it's like no other. Yeah. You know, it's like even with touch, when you think about how we flip our pillow, and, you know, or for me, like I know growing up, I might have sound real weird, but like your parents will braid your hair, my mom will braid my hair. I mean, and like people will talk about their pillow, but I used to like squeeze my twists or my braids, and one would get kind of like not cool anymore, and I would go switch the other one. Or people play with ears. You never like, you know. I think as adults we forget like how our sensory.
And there's ways to do that, like because they have stress balls.
Oh yeah.
And James got into that for a while at his job. I had gave him one. He was like, I don't know what it is, but I've been really using this, and it helps me relax at the job. I was like, look at that. It's like something that I think we forget about. Because we think, oh, well, you know, I'm too old to be rubbing my ear. But there's an alternative. You don't have to, you can like do it in a quote adult level.
So you're not looking like a weirdo.
Right. You don't want to do that, but you can still do it and not be like that. You can get like those little stress balls, or even they have like those balls that you squeeze them and then like it feels kind of slimy. What is that called? And it's like bubbles out.
Oh yeah,
they look crazy, but they work for some people.
They do. Listen, remember at one point I was getting those phone cases with the glitter and the water.
Yeah. Did you feel like it worked?
Girl, maybe. I'm not saying it didn't. I liked them. I loved it. I just loved that. But girl, was trying any and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything that makes you happy, I think you should definitely dive into at times. Get you back to where you need to be, back grounded. Like even for me as of recently. You're just trying to figure out, like, what role faith plays in your mental health, just any type of belief system that you have. Doesn't necessarily have to be, like, necessarily religious, I guess. But, like, even as of late, I don't know how much you're doing it, but I know for me, I've been enjoying collecting the crystals. And I've even gotten into burning sage a bit. And Palo Santo and all these different things. And, like, if for nothing, it smells divine. Like, oh, my God. That Palo Santo smells so good.
Yeah.
That fresh sage. It's just, like, so clean.
Really I love
my
that smell.
God. It's, like, so holy and just wonderful,
Yeah. And, I mean, if this ain't for you, it ain't for you. You can completely ignore it. But some people... It's like they need to pray. That's a good... Right. Like, sometimes you gotta... If you're a religious person or you just believe in God or whatever religion it is for you, whatever upper, higher being, then you need to go ahead and sit down and talk to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's enough, too, for some people because...
Faith is big.
Yeah, that's a big one. And I feel like even if it's not like a religious thing, like the crystals is a spiritual kind of a thing, or just like kind of getting in touch with something outside of yourself. I think that helps a lot of people. I know it helped me.
Whatever I feel like helps you to get back centered.
Yeah.
And
you
gotta come back.
Yeah, and I feel like there's levels to that. Like squeeze ball might be in the moment. I'm mad, or the song I need to listen to it because I'm mad. But then there's other things that you could do to maintain. Like, over a long amount of time, So it's like short-term and long-term, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. I feel like that's a good one, too. Because some people, you just got to pray about it, Lord.
No, absolutely. Sometimes you even got to release in a way, like, where, you cry. Especially, I feel like in our community, whether it's male or female, let it out,
Right.
We have to get out of this whole idea that, like, especially for our men, especially for our black men, we raise them to believe, they're not supposed to show any emotion and they're not supposed to be... Listen, let that shit out. It's not good for anybody to be out here just with that built up... Because for me, I know people will probably say I'm a big crybaby, and I will agree. I am a big ass crybaby. But sometimes it's not even just out of sadness.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you're just angry, you're frustrated. Or like sometimes... I don't know if I would say I'm an empath per se, but I really feed off of other people's energy. Yeah. And it really affects me, really like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like that though. You just get all this energy all day long. You're just around all these different people. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just the idea of like cleansing that and releasing and being in tune with your own self, your own spirits, feelings, all of that. You
have to.
You just have to really get back. Come on back.
Yeah.
Really.
Sometimes I feel like people don't want to cry because they feel like it makes them look stronger or look weak, excuse me, and they want to look strong. And then it's kind of like, but then on the inside you're crumbling.
No, absolutely. And I feel like in this day and age, it's just it's such a high rate of like suicide, self-harm, that it's and unnecessary.
Even if like there's a lot of suicide, but there's also a lot of just violence.
Yeah.
Like people are like like taking it out.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's gonna come out. So you better just go ahead and sit down in your room and cry, because it just might come out in a bullet when you start shooting up a place, or you never know. People be hurting their kids. Or you be seeing all these different stuff on the news. Like, what? Yeah. But maybe I don't know. Not that it justifies it at all, but I feel like that's a way to get ahead of it, as us and our listeners. Like, go, just let that out. No, so seriously, because this way you figure out a positive way to release, and it won't have to come out in that like negative kind of way,
right? Because there's so many times where you hear these stories about people on the news, and I'm not gonna lie, we're just as a society just very like judgmental, and we don't really like get the back end of the story. Not even really interested in like finding out the behind the scenes, details. Mm-hmm. And we just always think, oh, that was such a bad person, or whatever the case. But at the end of the day, we're all human. We all put our pants on the same way. We bleed the same way. And I just feel like, some people might not agree, but I just feel like there's always a reason why people do. Not saying that it is right that people do bad.
Yeah, no,
I'm
not
saying that.
It's not,
but I just feel like we just definitely need to be more careful about, just prejudging people, because these people that you're talking about, we make fun of, say, oh, well, their mother, of course, you can say, oh, my little Johnny, they were always such and such, but there are real life people who do know these people, whether it's their mother or other people who are like, yo, I never would have thought that such and such would have done this, schools, shooting up schools and doing all these things. And yeah, there are sometimes that we go on these social these individual social media, and you're like, oh, there are these signs and all of that, and yet and still, I just feel like from a while ago, a long time ago, we weren't we missed something. We got to get in touch with our loved ones, the people around us. I'm not saying we should necessarily baby people, because at the end of the day, back in the day, we wasn't babying them, like giving people excuse. No, but I think we need to be more aware.
Because I feel like now the world is a lot smaller because of the internet, and you have to deal with everybody all over the world throwing punches at you. It used to just be like local, but now it's like somebody across the world could be coming at you, or making you feel bad about yourself, or whatever, making you angry, making you sad. And it's like, man, it's a little bit, I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit more.
Right. And you know what it is too? It's not even about people even on the other side of the world. As far as the internet, social media aspect, it's just even the fact that we have so much false advertisement going on as far as how people are living their daily lives. And it's that, like, I'm not saying everybody is religious out there, but it's just like, being envious and greed, all that greed, that jealousy, that's something that we need to make sure we're not so focused on. You're so busy worrying about what someone else has and you don't have, but you don't even know they're on that island. That picture's probably old as hell, and they probably ain't paid their bills. They out here struggling, and yet you're thinking, man, why can't I have? We need to show more gratitude for what we have going on every day. And that's why I've been trying to make it a practice, like in the morning, even when I'm on the road. I used to feel like, damn, I need to get on my knees and pray, and I gotta do. There's no right way to do it. Sometimes I'm in my car and I'll simply say, thank you, Lord, for getting me up this morning. Like, however you doing it, whoever you asking, whoever you talking to, whatever. Just to your damn self. Thank you, Mother Earth. Whatever you doing. Say, thank you for getting up, because you didn't have to get up. You didn't have to be able to get up and walk or see or feel, touch, kiss your loved ones. Anything. So I just feel like I've been trying to make it more of a practice to be grateful for what I've got going on. It's so funny because we were talking about how I started planning this week, and all of my planner and whatnot. And greatest thing was there was a gratitude portion of in the planner for your day. And it's so funny because I'm like, oh, what would I write in this section, And I looked up, oddly enough, I always look up samples. So I looked up a sample of someone writing their gratitude. And it was so crazy to me, the smallest things that people had written down. Like, and how poetic some of them even wrote down their gratitude. it's so much to be grateful for. You know,
I had a planner that I had got from Target. I think maybe we both had it. I don't remember.
Probably.
And it had like a section like that, and like what you're grateful for today. And I used to write random things like that too. Sometimes it just be like, yo, man, I'm grateful for this running water.
Seriously.
And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I really am grateful for this running water today.
Right. And you know, even in that.
Or something simple.
Right. Because I was going to say.
Because it's clean running water.
Yes.
You know how many people don't have
that? In the U.S.?
Okay.
It's ridiculous. It makes me crazy. Not even to say nothing about, you know, other countries and that we shouldn't help and all that. I feel like we definitely should help. Absolutely. But if we can't even help ourselves, once again, how are we helping other people? Mm-hmm. You know, like your own people here. That goes for, you know, and I don't mean to get off track, but it's the same thing. The same thing goes for when we're adopting children overseas and doing all this stuff, right? But you have children right here in the U.S. of A. who need good homes and they don't have them, but yet we're adopting these kids. It's just like, man, you really gotta.
But then sometimes I wonder, is there laws that make people do that? I don't know the legal.
I don't know either. But I don't see why. What the heck?
That. I don't know what's the ramifications behind that. I wonder.
Regardless of what are they? Even if it's the law's fault, I just think it's crazy. Period. Like, it shouldn't be a thing.
It's crazy to me how we don't have running. Some people don't have.
No, seriously.
But anywho, yes, I definitely have had a planner like that. Let me see. I don't have that planner anymore, but I had a planner like that, and that was a really good thing. It's sometimes I would like. Some days I remember, like, not often, but a couple of times, and I'd be like, dang, I need more lines.
No, for real. Today I felt like that.
I need more lines than this. Mm-hmm. But then there'd be some days that it's like, dang, Brittany, it took you a whole minute to really think of something? Like, how ungrateful, bitch. Yeah. Get yourself together.
No, absolutely.
So it was I was always just...
It's too much. It's too much.
It's the mixed emotions I had about that section.
No, for real. Because initially when I grabbed this, I'm like, okay, I'm happy for my family, my friends. But it's more than that. It's deeper than that. Sometimes, like the other day, I'm not even going to lie. I was being a fast in the ass. I'm always moving fast, guys. And I left my wallet in a shopping cart that was parked next to my car that I did not put away. Of course. One of those people. And this guy had... walked up and took the cart. And I don't know what it is. I instantly was like, oh, shoot, I think I left my wallet because I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh, it must be in that cart. And I flew out of that car so fast. And I was getting out and walking up. He was walking back. And he was like, is this your wallet? And I was like, yes, thank you so much. He gave me a hug. Oh. And he was like, thank God for that it was me, right? Or something he had said. Or, he didn't say. He said something, and I was like, "No, God bless you," you know?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to give it back. Hell, you could have threw it to the slide or whatever. You could have even gave it
went
to
through
the
it. He could have did anything to that. He could have did anything.
And it was like it felt good. Oddly enough, I'm not the type of person. I don't really fuck with people. Like, listen, I mean, we're germaphobes, and we do, it's. But I can't lie, I was so happy to hug a stranger, and it wasn't like a big deal. It was like, okay, I got my wallet or whatever. But I just felt so grateful. Like that man, like just the kindness in general. Yeah. Just not even him giving back my wallet, but just his attitude in general just made me feel good. Like it made me want to go out and do something good, do something nice, Yeah.
I love when I come across like genuinely nice human beings. It restores your faith in humanity.
It really does, because it's really hard sometimes. It is
sometimes, and it's like, that's why I really have learned to manage and control how much I take in of like the news and social media, because it can get unhealthy. It can. Like you start to feel like, what the hell is the point? Why is this world so horrible? Look at all of these terrible things that and makes you start to feel like how you said you go off of other people's energy. You start to feel like, fuck it then. Fuck it then. You just feel like, I don't care about nothing. The world is a horrible place. Right. But there be kind people at the grocery store or wherever you were at.
You know what I try to think about too is that, and I learned this at work actually. and it's still a work in progress. I'm not perfect. None of us are, you know. But I just feel like in those moments when you hear, like when I hear you say that, or I'm feeling that way. Sometimes it's a little hard when it's you, but like hearing you say that, it's like, yeah, but we got to be that change that we want to see, you know. So like, we can't just judge. Oh, that person. Oh, that's our thing. Is that we're always blaming other people, but we have to look at ourselves first and say, you know, I know I'm being a good example towards that. And I do it because you want to show out or nothing, but like be the change that you want to see, you know?
That's a fact.
So like even at work the other day, I was talking to one of my coworkers, the office manager, and she was like, you know, I'm trying my best not to lose faith in this place. I just feel like sometimes it can be such a, you know, drag or whatever. And I said to her, I said, you know what, sometimes we want to blame admin for everything. And I'm not saying admin, because that's the thing. It's like, at my job, it's like a division between admin and the actual teachers. Because we just feel like, well, not we. Let's say some people, we look at admin and just try to fault them for all these different things and not look at, like, what we're doing. Thinking, like, oh, you know, they're supposed to be doing this, they're supposed to be doing that, but are you doing your full potential? At the end of the day, even if they aren't doing everything that they're doing, that what you think they should be doing, what about you? You know, are you doing everything that you could do for your job? I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of us were in this thing where it's like the entrepreneurial type of, you know, vibes, and we want to, you know, figure out what's the next best thing, whatever. But I've realized too that sometimes you're in a position and you're not quite where you want to be because you haven't mastered where you're at already, you know? So I just felt like, you know, maybe this is not the job or the career I want to be in forever, or maybe in the way that I'm in it, I don't want to be in it forever. But if I want to go farther than where I'm at now, then that means that I should master what I'm doing now, you know, because these things can happen when I'm admin, you know, or whatever. And how would I handle it if I have no experience of both sides, you know?
Right.
Would have just fall into the pits like, you know, everybody else. So we were talking about how, like, we can boost the morale. And I was like, honestly, I would love, you know, to join the Better Together. We have a thing called Better Together, where it's the teachers kind of like, you know, doing things to boost the morale. Sometimes it doesn't always have to mean, oh, the admin team has to buy lunch for you every day and do all that. You know, sometimes it's just a genuine, you know, pat on the back. Tell somebody something nice about themselves, or, you know, just help them out. Let's switch it up in the classrooms. Work together. Learn each other's plight. Right. I said, hey, even have groups where we go to lunch together and get kind of in touch with who you're working with, and you know, let's see where you're at. Not necessarily that they have to tell you all their business, but you might get some more insight freely, willingly, because we're sitting down and we're engaging and we can feel connected, you know? Yeah. So I just feel like, you know, I was just giving her that advice, and I was just like, you know, if we could get to a point where we're like that, then it'd be great. And I was like, you know what? I need to correct it and not say, oh, you know, I wanted to join Better Together. Maybe that's something I need to do. You know, I have a lot on my plate, but something might be pulling me towards that to kind of help, and that might take me somewhere else. I'm not going to do it because I think that's what I need to do to get me somewhere. No, but sometimes you do things and it just works out for you in that in the same, you know, you do good, you get good kind of attitude.
No, that is true. I feel like it's like that's a part of mental health awareness is taking in your mental health and doing things for yourself, but also being mindful that you're not on this earth by yourself. So it's like, okay, the teachers, as a teacher, you may not like certain things, but try to think about how admin may be feeling or what they're dealing with or whatever. And especially because you may one day be admin of your own establishment. But I do feel like that's a big part of it. And it's like how you said, just doing something nice for other people. Right. Like I remember, I think I told you guys on the podcast actually, like the little girl, she was like, oh, I like your hair. And I was like, I like your hair too. And she just lit up. It's like, it took nothing for me to tell that little girl, her hair was beautiful. But it took nothing for me to tell her something that made her day. Or like sometimes if I see somebody with like, that's a pretty dress you have on. And I will say it. My mom actually taught me that because she's like, she's like, if you feel like that, I'm like, oh my, I remember being young and like, doesn't she have pretty shoes? Oh, it's not a nice. She'd be like, tell her that. Make somebody's day. And I used to think, she's crazy? Mm-hmm. You know, young me, I'm like 10, 11. I was way too shy to be doing that. Oh my God. And I remember watching her do that to people. And I'd be like, oh my God, she's crazy. But as I gotten older, I see now, like, yo, that's a real thing. Because then when people have done it to me, obviously you don't do it to get it back.
Right.
But it's just like, when it does happen to me, it makes me think, that was nice. So it's nice to, like, think about other people. And that's a big part, I feel like, of the whole thing of mental health awareness. Because it's like, yourself, but do things that might be useful for somebody else, too.
Absolutely.
You got to think about other people.
Right. And if everybody would do that, I think life wouldn't be as hard, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so simple. A simple phone call, a simple, are you okay? You know? That really can... Because think about it, like, we live in a world where so many feel so alone, feel like in such a dark place. They're stressed out about little things. People are literally wreaking havoc on themselves or other people off of some foolishness, you know? Like, not for anything. I don't know. Well, my boyfriend dealt with the death of his best friend. God rest his soul. He committed suicide. And I just feel like, I'm not going to obviously tell all his business like that, but it was for something so trivial, you know? Something so great, you know? To happen where people usually celebrate, you know? And for some reason, that wasn't
he
his.
See the glass half full.
Could not see it full as hell, you know?
Yeah, he couldn't. And it be and that's the thing too, is that sometimes you gotta ask people, well, how do you feel about that? Because if sometimes somebody tells you something, it's not always everybody gonna see it the same way. Like, not everybody's gonna see winning the lottery as a good thing. Some people might start to feel like, oh my God, now I gotta go take care of this person. I gotta look out for all these people. Oh my God, the stress, more money, more problems. Or, oh my God, I got a job, I got a promotion at my job. Now I'm responsible for more people. I gotta answer more questions, more responsibility, and the stress. So you may, like, sometimes you gotta ask people, like, oh, congratulations. How you feeling about that? I try to remember to do that, because sometimes it's like, it's not always what you may think. Like, not everybody, let me say, is going to take it the way that we may think, or let me say the general public may think. That's the normal reaction, right? Nah. Not everybody going to have the, quote, normal reaction, because everybody's different.
Right.
You got to remember to ask people stuff like that. Like, just how do you feel about it? Because you may not feel the way that I will, or the other person.
And that's okay. That is okay. We really have to start to celebrate people's uniqueness and differences as well, I think, as a society, because that's what makes us so great. America is great because we are so diverse and so unique, and we you know, everybody can't be doing the same thing.
No.
You know, everybody has their thing, everybody has their niche, everybody is them. You know, that's what makes this world so beautiful.
Yeah. And then, like, the way we feel about different things determines how we act and how we do things, the things that we will change, and all of that is beautiful. Because it's always going to lead to different stuff.
No, absolutely.
You know? I mean,
look how we celebrated all these people that, you know, came into government, and they were so of different ethnicities, different sexual preferences, like, you know, things that people would be shunned upon, you know, where females and all this going
different
on.
Backgrounds.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And to think, though, it's so beautiful, but it's so sad that we are celebrating that here in 2019. You know, like, the fact that that's a celebration of just being able to be different and be accepted. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you're accepted in a certain arena. It's not every arena.
Right.
Yet,
not
know?
Everybody's going to be happy for you.
Exactly.
Or not everybody's going to like the idea of, like, the women and all. What is this? You know, some people were irate about that.
No, absolutely. Example 2 is a little boy that goes to my school, and his dad, you know, he's different. Doesn't mean anything about his sexual preference or anything, but he usually will wear black nail polish and eyeliner.
Okay.
And his little boy, obviously, kids see what their parents do or see what other people do, and they're curious and they want to try things, and it makes them feel good to, do something that they've seen other people do. And so he came to school with his nails painted, and he showed another little boy at school, and the little boy kind of was like, about it. And they're only 3. It's so crazy. He's like, look, my nails are done. And the little boy kind of like scoffed, and I was like, oh, maybe he wants his nails painted too. Who knows? But it's okay. And then the little boy who didn't have his nails painted was like, no, I'm not allowed to have my nails painted. My mom says boys are not supposed to get their nails painted. And the little boy's father, who's the little boy's father was there. Wow. The one whose nails were painted, and he was like, why? And I just kind of like changed the subject, because it's just like, this isn't for them. Yeah. But it's just like, at the end of the day, yo, let people be. Let people be. If that's what makes them happy, why does it affect you what they do? We got so much opinion. Oh, boys are supposed to be, no, it's my son, whatever. At the end of the day, you don't know what type of child you have and what they're going to be into and what they like. And I've realized just growing up, like, I'm kind of glad that I did not have kids young. Because I'm not going to lie, when I was younger, I had different, I feel like I always try to see things, but I was never like this.
Different ideas.
Yeah, everybody, let's be real here. People are judgmental. People have their ways or whatever. But I just feel like, especially working with children, maybe that's the thing for me too, is it's kind of like, they're coming into their own. They're trying to figure out who they are. Like, who am I to interrupt that, Right. Because it's not right for people to force their shit on anybody. And they're young human beings that have a choice,
Yeah. I always think when people say things like that, it's like, one, if you don't have kids, you don't know what your children will be like. And then, or if you do have kids, you don't know what they're hiding from you.
Exactly.
Or what they're too scared to tell you. So maybe you should relax all that judgmental talk.
Because they will become an adult who deals with so many things.
Other issues.
Right. And then again, this is so unfortunate how there's so many families who lose their family members, whether it's doing some violent shit or they commit suicide or whatever troubles they get into because they weren't accepted. And unfortunately, that was kind of like the situation with King's best friend. It was like you searching for this you could be accepted by all your friends. So people, you ever heard somebody say you could be in a room full of people and you still feel alone? Like, I feel like with him, it was more like you trying to look for this acceptance from one particular person that means a lot to you. A lot of us, we really have to understand when you have your children, they are really looking for you to accept them fully. And it's like a certain freedom people think they feel, if their parents are accepting of who they are, what they do, Yeah. Because I'm not going to lie, I kind of was like that. Definitely. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't say for everybody they felt like that, but I know a lot of people who do feel like that. It's like, oh, I don't want to, do anything and make my parents, feel a way about me or, feel embarrassed or, you move in a way that you think is just for them. But they've lived their life. You have to live yours, know? But I just feel like on the parents' side, I feel like you should encourage your children to be fully themselves. Yeah. And maybe this world could be just that much better if we start there. If children, human beings, come to the world and feel more accepted with who they are, because there's so much judgment. Why do we need to start from your own house,
Yeah. I seen it. It's so weird because kids are like Play-Doh.
They are.
Like, if you start being judgmental, then they'll be judgmental. Or if you start judging something that they may actually want to do or like or whatever interest they may have, then they kind of feel like embarrassed or ashamed about it. It's like so wild. Even I was like, I forgot what I was reading, and it was talking about like how racism is something that nobody's born with that.
Oh, speaking of that, did you see that little meme with the 2-year-olds that maybe they went to the same school or maybe they didn't even know each other.
A little black boy and a white boy, and they were brothers. They said that they were brothers. They called themselves brothers, and he said he wanted to get his hair cut like his brother, and so the mom had to go get her son's haircut like this other boy because he felt like, no, we're actually brothers, and they would say they had like, I think they had like the same class or the same birthday maybe. Or their letters started the same letter. It was their names started the same letter. I mean, it was something like random that they was holding on tight to. But it was like, wow, how beautiful.
That just goes to show you, like, you're not born right.
You're not.
You're conditioned.
He really said, that's my brother. I was like, what? Little white boy. And we had, come on now. Black men and white men, they get different type of haircuts.
Oh, yeah.
And this white woman had to take her son to get a Caesar fade and get his edges lined up. But he did look just like the other little boy. It was so crazy. And he ran up to him in the video. I saw that. I was like, what? That meme was from a real thing.
Oh, wow.
The meme was from like some video. It was like a news, little quick snippet that they did on the news or something. But that meme that you're talking about, it came from that. I was like, oh my God, they were so cute. And he was like, that's my brother. And he's like, why do you love him so much? That's my brother. He looked at the news like, duh. And they were hugging. It was just like, wow, that's something. Or the one with the little white girl, and she runs up to the black woman. I think she was in for her wedding. She was wearing like her wedding dress. So she said, oh my God, you're a real life princess. Oh. And she ran up and she had the woman sign her book. It was a princess storybook. Oh. And she had her sign the book and take pictures with her. And the woman said this was the best wedding pictures ever because I had this sweet little girl and it was like they was on the street. It was like in New York City or something. Right. So they taking their pictures out on the street. So that's how the little girl saw her. And she said, like, the mom was like, my daughter started like jumping up and down and was like, oh my God, she's a princess. That's the princess from the book. That was not the princess from the book. Obviously, she didn't even like. If she was a black woman, the princess in the book was a white, character. But she didn't care. She just looked so beautiful and like had this regal dress on. So she was like princess, same thing. Because she didn't even see that that color to judge her as like, oh, that's a black woman in a wedding. Like I was like, wow, that's really beautiful. They're not, your kids are very impressionable. It starts from young. I feel like mental health in general just start from young.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like we'll talk about that on a different episode, but we did have some varying opinions about disciplining children. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to lie. I do understand both sides, but we'll talk about again. I'm bringing this up all to say that I read something somewhere that said if you're spanking your children just out of your own frustration, that's not the answer. Because you're just doing it because you're upset. Mm-hmm. But what is that doing for them? And so I do understand that part, and that really did resonate with me.
I feel like even like we've talked about this in other episodes, but like how you said, in your family, I think it was in your family, you said like they would call different kids like pretty or light skin or something you were talking about because they're different. That's just, I feel like a lot of black families, different shades. And you were saying like even little things like that be affecting kids.
Yeah, you think that it's
nothing.
You think
it's nothing to say that their cousin who is light skinned,
right? Comparing
them,
their hair is a certain way,
or even
shaped a certain way.
Even you shouldn't. I found you shouldn't talk about like, oh, this kid. Look at your cousin; they're so smart.
Yeah, comparing them.
Don't do that.
That's the worst thing because even as an adult, I remember being compared to Cassandra. I was little. I'm talking about like 4. And I remember shit like that. Like it really stays with you like, damn, I'm not that person, so I'm not going to be like them.
Right.
So why would you compare me? I just feel like, as as a parent, boy, a lot goes into
you're
being
accountable for all of them.
They're not you anymore. Like, you are here not for your own self anymore. You are here for a little person.
Because you gotta
listen. And at the same time, I think that it is very important for moms to get their self-care in.
Yeah,
you have to care, boy, more than probably all of us. But
because you really can't do anything for anybody else if you're a hot mess.
Yes, anybody. Your husband, your mother, your siblings, kids.
Listen.
Anyone. Best friends.
Runneth over, but you can't take everything. My cup can't be dry.
No, absolutely.
What's in the cup is for me. What runneth over is for all of y'all.
Yeah. But definitely, I just feel like we gotta check up on people, man.
Yeah, you have to.
Ask people. Even, again, I might have said this in episode 2. Sometimes I have to catch myself and I get on the phone with the intent to tell Brittany something hot and juicy. And I'm ready, like I'm mad or I feel like, oh, girl. But I got to remember sometimes, like, damn, make sure you say, girl, how you doing? You know, because I can get so caught up where this is real quick, girl. You know, but you got to really check in because I remember one time we were talking about, like, after your father had passed. And not for anything. When you had went through and you said you wouldn't want to do anything, I was in Atlanta, you know, so I wasn't in your face, but I remember, like, I would talk to you, but I never dealt with that with you. We never had that, you know, throughout my whole friendship with you. So I just felt like it wasn't something that I really recognized. But then when you came out and, like, admitted it, not for anything, I did sit back because I remember I was like, yeah, you know, I felt like you was a little bit different. I figured maybe just busy because, you know, life is just busy. Yeah, you know, you're in a whole different state. I'm over here, but still, I felt this, like, intuition that something wasn't right, but it didn't really come until when you said it, and I felt terrible. Like, I was like, damn, yo, like, what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you? Because her husband, he's like, that shit made me kind of feel a way that James found out before me. And I mean, I had to learn that he lives with you. That's your husband. You with him every day. But it didn't matter. I'm not worried about anybody else. I was more like on me, like, damn, how come you didn't fucking notice? Or maybe I did, and I think I might have said something to you. I think that's what happened. I did say something eventually. Yeah, you did. But I just felt like, why did I have to wait this long? How long has she been feeling like this? You know?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Because you did a 180. You did a 180 from where you was at. Then, like, after, like, even it resonated with me for a while. Like, when you had got back on your shit and was like got back on the, I didn't even know you even gained weight. Because to me, it's like, I don't know this shit like that.
Yeah.
But then when you had, like, really got back on your shit, I was like, yo, whoa, she popped back up. Like, yo, something was really going on. Where the fuck was you at?
That was a time. But I feel like it was I'm also I don't know how y'all feel about zodiacs, but I'm a Cancer and we the crabs, so we like to keep everything inside.
Oh God.
And that's just the way that I am, and I can be like that. But I do remember you asking me about it.
I think
like here and there, like little things. You'd be like, what do you mean? So wait, did you shower yesterday though? Like, no, just kind of sitting.
No, she's not doing stuff that she normally does.
Did you shower the day before that, Brittany? No, I just was sitting. I sat for 3 days.
Did you eat?
And you was like, I'm kind of like, why did she ask me all these damn questions? But I feel like that's important. I feel like it's important to check in on people and to know that you gotta, I mean, not everybody has it, but hopefully you could have that person or find someone, and maybe it has to be a therapist for you, but like people you could talk to and you are willing to let in.
Yeah.
Because that's also a part of, for me, maintaining my woman's health is like, okay, get out your own head.
Right.
And say something.
Right.
You gotta speak.
People have to grieve, and you get that. Like, you have to.
Right. So it's like a weird.
But it's like, whoa, that's a different level.
Yeah, it's a weird dance you gotta play because you gotta let people also have their space and grieve.
Yeah. Because I remember when your mom wanted to stay in New York, and I was just like, what the fuck? You know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean she wants to stay in New York? Mm-hmm. And I remember you saying, like, you know, she just needs to get her own place so that she can, like, cry and or just be alone and
That's what she
not
told
be
me.
everybody's.
And I was like, you know what? I get it, Ma.
No, I did get it, but it's like it's hard.
Yeah,
it's
when
like
she
your child
told me,
going off
I
to
was
kindergarten,
like-
though. It's like your child going because
Yeah.
you want to let go.
Yeah, when she told me, I was like, wow, I get it. All right, stay in New York.
You gotta let people. As long sometimes you might not be able to be in their face, but you can stand next to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Make sure you keep an eye on them or whatever. Be there
that's
for
important.
them. It's important.
That's important. And even like, you could call me if something is piping hot tea. We don't always have time for pleasantries, so that is okay. Like I'm cool
But
in those moments that you like. I remember a time one time you was like really upset at the job and you was like crying and I'm like, what the fuck happened? What did they do to you? So it was like something had transpired. We ain't gonna get into it, but it's like, fuck how I'm doing. How are you doing? And then those moments to just like have somebody that you can call, I think it is important. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm lucky. I got you.
Thank God, right?
I got James. I got my mother.
Girl.
Yeah. I feel like not everybody has anybody, let alone more than one person. But I feel like
a shame that people like what's even more of a shame. Let me not say that. But it is a shame when people literally are around people a lot and they just still don't feel,
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when that whole thing happened, like that was like King's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
One of he says him and his cousin is those are his best friends, and I just felt like, for me, if I'm thinking, damn, why did he didn't call you? Did he not want to be talked out of? It's like the feeling of just guilt, because imagine nothing physically happened bad to you.
Right.
But I even felt like, oh man, what the hell's wrong with you? What kind of friend are you?
But sometimes it's not about anybody else. Sometimes it's me. Or in Keem's friend, it's him. He was keeping it in. Mm-hmm. The fact that he didn't reach out had nothing to do with the people he didn't reach out to. Because then everybody could go on a tangent about why not? Why didn't you go me? Why didn't you go me? Why didn't you go me? It's just sometimes you don't even. It's like how you said when you got a first step, calm down. Then you can write down all the things that's going through your mind. It's kind of like that. It's like you so in your moment. Mm-hmm. You gotta okay, first step, breathe. Second step, who am I going to call?
Sometimes you don't even get
but sometimes you don't get even that far and you're just so in your head that it's just like something could happen. In some cases it's bad things happen, or in other cases you just don't reach out at all, which is like unfortunate too in its own way. But it's like, yeah, you just never know. You never know. It is hard. So I feel like it's on everybody. Kinda, it's like you gotta take accountability for your own mental health,
right?
And what you need, and know yourself,
right?
And be willing to ask for help,
right? And we have to know again that, especially in every community, but especially our own, that we gotta stop the bullshit where it's like, oh, therapist? No. Everybody should be out here talking to a therapist. Was it Charlamagne said that?
Yeah.
Everybody should be talking to a therapist if you need it. Hell, you could be out here happy. You never know. Right. Like you said, you might take on a new role and it might be overwhelming.
Some people might feel like it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because even for me, with them voluntoling me is what they call it. To do, participate in new roles at work. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of makes me feel anxious. It's like, oh God,
look at that.
I don't know if I want that, But
I feel like I said this in another episode. Like we was talking about marriage, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, of course I'm happy that when we got engaged. I'm happy to be married now. All of that, but then it's like after that, and it's like, okay, I'm starting to feel anxious a little bit. Like, what is going to change? Our relationship is so good. What if it doesn't work out? People get divorced all the time. And then you start going brrrr in your head. And you got to say, nope, stop.
Devil is lying.
The devil
Not
is trying
today,
to mess with me. And then, because some people may think, oh, you're getting married. This is the happiest thing in the world. Like, oh my God. But it is. But there's always more to stuff. There's always more to it.
That balance.
Yeah, because it's like I felt like that a little bit of anxiety. Like, whoa, this is kind of scary. Oof. And I feel like even that be happening to women who have babies. That's why they be having like postpartum and stuff like that is a real thing.
Yeah.
You just
gotta check in with yourself.
Oh, you had a baby. That's so beautiful. But they don't feel like that.
They don't feel like that.
Some
women.
Obviously. Not everybody.
Such a big change.
It is a big change.
So we gotta know ourselves. You gotta really treat yourselves better.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, like, even sometimes, take yourself on a date, take yourself to the bar, get you a drink, take yourself to the movies, take yourself to dinner, take yourself on a trip. Whatever you gotta do. Hell, if you gotta invite people, but more so, the whole point is to do something for yourself. Learn yourself, get to know yourself, get to know how you work, how you click, what makes you tick, what makes you excited, what keeps you happy, what you don't tolerate, where's your boundary.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know these things about yourself, because when you get into a space where it's like real hectic and you don't know yourself and you're trying to learn in that instance, it's just listen.
Yeah.
More power to you when that happens and you can get through. A lot of people do, but let that be a lesson to you.
And I feel like if you don't know those things, like, okay, what calms me down in the moment? Is it music? Is it a stress ball? What is it? But if you don't know, take the time. Don't be embarrassed to take that time to try to figure it out. Try new stuff. Google things. The internet. Google it. You can always Google it. Try and figure out what other people do who feel the exact same way as you, because you ain't invent that feeling. Trust me.
No, for real. So
it's like you gotta be willing to try new things, and you can't be ashamed or embarrassed that you don't know the answer. And especially if you're like younger, you gotta like try and find out, okay, what works for me? What do I like?
Yeah, what makes me tick?
What makes me tick? And who can I trust? That's another thing. Who can you trust? Who can you not? And listen, if you ain't got nobody, pay somebody that you could trust, and they call a therapist.
Okay, exactly.
It always works out too, cause hey.
And listen, even when the one you got and you ain't feeling right about,
the next therapist,
they
ain't the only therapist out there.
Go to church, hell.
Go to church.
Talk to your pastor.
Listen, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, for our younger audience, you're in college, you're in school, there's school counselors.
Oh my gosh.
School's very stressful. At least kids think it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. I'm pretty sure, but
college.
Trust me, it was.
College was crazy.
But
I remember when I was in college, emailing my high school guidance counselor, because me and her clicked so well. I kept in touch with her. That woman, I sent her an invitation to my wedding because she was just the bomb. Yeah, she was. And it was just like certain. I was like, no, I refuse to let you go.
Oh yeah, you belong to me now.
No, yeah, that's that. And she was like, she was always loving me and my mom. She was just the best thing ever.
Yes, she was.
She was just the best thing ever.
She made me wish I had her.
But I feel like when you get those people, boy, hold on tight.
No, seriously.
And but imagine if I never reached out to the guidance counselor. I would have never knew her. So you gotta do it sometimes.
You do. Oh, Lord.
And we will post any other tips or
tricks,
advice that we can think of for you guys on our Twitter. But don't forget, October 10th, World Mental Health Day. So check in with yourself, check in with your friends, your loved ones, the lady in front of you in line at the supermarket. We gotta keep each other and keep ourselves together, y'all.
Yes. Show a little bit more kindness. Get you a gratitude journal, or hell, write some shit just in your damn phone.
Okay.
Type up
or
something
scratch a paper if you have to.
Try to just remember being centered. Get centered, and just try to make even if it's the smallest impact, it's the greatest impact sometimes on this world that we live in. Make it in a better place, so that maybe it doesn't have to be this bad. Life is not that hard.
Get all those good vibes going.
Yeah.
Positive, good vibes.
Good vibes.
And if you have anything that we didn't talk about or that we didn't touch on or mention that you want to share, please do not hesitate, because there might be somebody who will read that in the comments or on our Instagram or whatever social media. Share. We want to know. And we might need to try it ourselves.
Okay, amen.
And never too old to learn something new.
Okay.
So let us know what y'all do, what works for you, what has not worked for you that you was like, oh, never again.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we in this together.
Okay.
Sisters.
Hold on tight.
Brittany out.
Dialissa out.